Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is David Novak. So the other day I was at the charity bookshop and I came home with some books, but one of the things I left behind was a volume of poetry by Sor Juana Inés de la Cruz. It may have even been a complete volume, and something tells me it was published by Penguin. I'm not sure. I had to study her a little bit in school, and I have some of her stuff in a school anthology in the basement. It's not something I particularly want to revisit, but recently I've been thinking maybe I should try to brush up on my Spanish a little bit. And so I've dug out some of my anthologies to show you. My Spanish is pitiable. I haven't had any cause to use it, except possibly as a tourist here or there, but haven't used it much at all for decades. Now this is, it says Spanish verse, Penguin Anthology. I must have gotten this in one of those big, buy a whole bag of books for $5 or whatever, and the water damage only covers the first pages, so that's probably why I put the cover on it. You can see it says water damage, an ex-library book, but it's a Penguin anthology, completely in Spanish with no English translation, and I've never looked at it, so maybe I ought to. It was edited by J.M. Cohen, I think, and he did some translations for them, very good translations, as I recall. He might have translated the Quixote for them, but I think he translated a selected Montaigne, and I always liked him. Yeah, J.M. Cohen, J.M.C. At least that's how I take it. So there's a little bit of an English introduction. Maybe I'll look at that and dip into this. Let's see what the contents are. So part 1 to the end of the 17th century, and I'm sure there's more parts than that. So what does it, how recent does it get you to? So to Claudio Rodriguez, born 1934, I guess. So I've never looked at this, and I'm not familiar with any of it, but maybe I will, and maybe I will subject you to some of this also. And then I pulled out some of my old books. I've shown my Garcia Lorca volumes here. You can't even see that one, can you? So this, let's see. This is the one that's mostly plays, but there's a couple of selections of poems at the end. This is the opposite. It's mostly poems, but there might be a play. Yeah, there's a couple of plays at the end. Let's see if I can show. These are terribly yellow. Now these used to be with me quite a lot. Oh, I don't even see a table of contents here. No, though the book does not. Oh, the table of contents was at the back. That's right. I forgot that was how they did that. Well, anyhow, you don't need to see that. You can trust me on the contents of the volume that you can't see. And then I have another anthology from years ago, which I've never looked at either. And I thought, well, you know, I've held on to this book all this time. Maybe I should get into it. Of course, I won't understand any of this either, but so what? And then I thought I'd show you one. This is really a lovely little anthology that was from a class, and I've held on to it. And we had to study some of these poems in school, and it's got all, you know, I think I had a different anthology that I got rid of too. Too bad. I may have stuff in the basement also, but I'm thinking of digging into that. And then this probably will not be appropriate, but I thought I would just show you the kind of things that Penguin has that I've managed to pick up here and there. Luis de Góngora, who I've only heard good things about, and I do want to get to this at some point. And this, which of course, I think even for Spanish speakers, the Spanish might be difficult. So I wouldn't dream of touching this, but they're both dual language books. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. And then for some reason this came up with me, Poetic Diction, which was misfiled. And it's got a name on it and all kinds of markings, none of them done by me. I don't know if I should look at that since I pulled it out by mistake. We'll see what happens. Thank you for stopping by my channel.